Cut.
Okay, and here we go. Okay, so my special guest for today's podcast episode is Jason Cameron from Bravo TV's Winter House. Welcome, Jason, and thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Before we dive in, I just need to get this out of the way. I need to let you know that I am a married woman, so you're going to have to refrain from falling in love with me because it hurts me to break people's hearts, and you just seem so sweet. So I wanted to give you a heads up.
Thank you for the heads up. I appreciate it. And I'm a little heartbroken, but I think I'll survive.
You even got the little crack in there. Are you? So you're an actor as well as a model. Is that correct?
I've partaken in a little bit of everything in my life. I think. Yeah.
And so is that how you got onto Winter House? I mean, I know that they introduced you as Julie's friend.
Yeah.
But did you really know her? Did you really know Andrea?
Jules and I are like
Super
homies from way back. So
awesome.
There's no like lies in this whole scenario, if that's what you're wondering. Jules
No,
and I go like, back 6-7 years. We used to just get down and do company functions, and I'd see her at like company parties, and we were like the outgoing dancing ones on the dance floor doing our thing. And yeah, it all came full circle. I think they approached her and asked her if she'd known anyone that would be a good personality or was a good, like, cool guy that would be fun for this kind of, situation. And they pitched me. And
I love that you were on. You're like a breath of fresh air. And I don't know, like my impression, and I think most of the other fans' impressions of you are that you are just such a stand-up guy. You're like the most eligible bachelor out there, and we just all love you. We're tired of the F boys, and it was like, oh my gosh, so good to have you on there. How did you feel comfortable going on a Winter House? And I mean, what was the experience like for you?
Excuse me, I'm still waking up a little bit. This whole time zone thing is killing me. But going into Winter House, would you say, was I worried about anything? Like,
were you comfortable? Like, how did you feel? I know for myself, I'd be probably freaking out if I was about to go on a reality show.
I was observing. I knew I had Jules on my side, so I was like, well, we'll hold this down. Like, whatever goes down, like, hopefully you got my back. So, we were team Jason and Jules going in, and that made things a little more comfortable. But at the end of the day, I knew what it was. I knew what I was getting myself into. I wasn't taken off, by surprise, or, these are the choices we make. And I thought I had a great time, and I sure as hell fucking did. So
that's good. It looked like fun.
I'm a little snow bunny. What can I say?
So, excuse me. If there's another season of Winter House, would you go on for another season?
If Bravo asked me to do anything, I'd rock it out.
So speaking of Bravo, obviously Summer House is like an extension of Winter House. Are we going to see you on Summer House this season?
Oh my gosh. I have no idea.
You don't know?
I have no idea.
So did you film? Did you ever go to that house?
I knew of the house. I was working in the Hamptons the entire summer, so we crossed paths a few times, but there wasn't like a day where they're like, come over, we want to shoot you.
Gotcha.
I'm not sure what they caught in passing or whatnot, but at the same time, I wasn't casted for Summer House, so I don't know what they're using.
Gotcha. I mean, I don't know. I've never been on a reality show, so I don't know what it's like.
You want to be my friend if they call me?
Absolutely. Okay. So obviously, I mean, you're watching Summer House, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So obviously you saw the first episode. I mean, I like how Winter House and Summer House it doesn't pick up right where it left off, but it's, a few months later, and we know that you guys are all hanging out. So did you know before the first episode that Lindsay was going to talk about your relationship and what had transpired between you two?
I knew that our relationship was a point of interest. I knew that that was going to be shared. You know, what had taken place between the time frame of Winter House and Summer House filming. So we've always been in, you know, conversations and open with what was going on with the show and with each other. And, you know, I'm not like taken by surprise about any of it. So, you know, everyone's kind of been in the loop with keeping me updated with information and what's going on. So I think that's the main thing, is that everyone's communicating. And yeah, you know, yeah. It's tough, you know, it's tough to share, you know, personal kind of situations like this. And I know that can't be easy. I commend Lindsay for, you know, being strong enough to share something that was so personal. And, you know, I support her 100%. And her health was my main concern in this entire situation. So, I mean, if she's healthy and happy and doing her thing, like that's where we're taking this, you know?
Gosh, if we couldn't love you more by just looking at you. Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. So what do you think about, well, now that Summer House is done, obviously, we know that Lindsay and Carl are together. Do you have any, like, what are your thoughts on that?
Oh, my thoughts are, I think with everyone else, like, I'm so happy for them. I'm excited. I'm glad that, you know, they're giving it, you know, another run for, I believe they've had past relations. So it's like, if I got to be that good luck Chuck, I think I said previously at some point in my life, I was like, you know, life happens, you know, you don't know what you make in, you know, out of these situations, but, you know, they seem to be making it out fine. So, I mean, I'm close with Carl, you know, me and him have, you know, been in touch, you know, a few times, and we caught up after Winter House, and, you know, the whole crew is like, you know, cool.
Yeah.
Everyone's on the same page. So I'm really excited for them, and they seem so happy. So I couldn't be more happier for them.
Yeah. By the way, I am a huge hub hag. I love Lindsay so much. I just got to show you something real quick. I even have this, how many sandwiches have you made for me, cutting board and plate, available at my shop, bravoandblaze.com.
All right. You know, I love to cook. I might have to get one of those. I'll see if Lindsay can get me a signed one.
Oh my gosh. Stop. I'm fangirling right now. Oh my gosh. Well, okay. So we haven't heard yet if there's a Winter House season 2, but you said you're open to it. Would you be open to any other reality shows?
Yeah. You know, I'm over here waiting for a call. I have no idea what's out there and what's brewing with other people, but I'm free as a bird, just doing my thing. I'm happy to take the call.
Oh my gosh, Bravo. Sending out the vibes. Hello. We need Jason Cameron. We need him on Winter House, Summer House, Southern Charm, everywhere.
That would be interesting. Southern Charm. Wow.
So you mentioned that you're on location today for your nonprofit organization, Glam for Good. Where are you exactly, and what are you currently working on? What's the mission right now?
So yes, I am currently in Boulder, Colorado. We are here to help the families of the Marshall fires that happened between, I think it was like Christmas and New Year's. This like a month and a half ago. They lost like over 1,000 homes in like 8 hours.
Oh my gosh.
I had heard about it, but I wasn't like aware of it, and it happened so quick. I feel like it was just kind of brushed over, but at the same time, it really devastated the community. And Glam for Good is one of those nonprofits that goes into these places and really tries to uplift the community. We bring self-care, healthcare, sometimes like glasses, prescriptions, like whatever these people need to get back on their feet. We're going to be here to do that. So we've been able to collaborate with Base Camp Collective and, you know, a few other partners to bring these 1,000 homes and who knows how many people in these families, like not a fresh start, but, you know, something to help them keep going. So this is our time to give back to the Marshall fires and the Boulder community. So this is a special time for me to be here. And Glam for Good has been a part of my life for the past 8 years now, 7 years. Wow. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I was going to ask you how long you've been with them. And then also what is your role there? I had it written down somewhere, I swear. I did a whole Google search on you beforehand.
I've held many titles at the nonprofit, but at the moment I'm just director of operations, I guess you could say.
Oh, wow. So what are your plans in the near future with this organization?
Yeah, I mean they're still doing amazing things all over the country. I don't know where the next event is or the next give will be, but yeah, you don't know. I can't really decide or tell you where this is going, but I'll be there when they call. So I'm still working at the warehouse when I can, and I think I had more of a permanent role during COVID and whatnot. But now that things have kind of been relaxed and my life's kind of got a little busier, I definitely let go of a few roles, but I'm always there when they need me. So
Yeah. So are you working for them part-time or is this full-time?
yeah, I'm part-time.
Okay.
Right.
So then when you're not doing this, I know that you have City Essentials as part of your portfolio, your business portfolio. Can you tell me about a little bit about that?
Yeah, this is my baby, City Essentials. I started it as like just a fun project and to really explore like what I do on a day-to-day basis, incorporating what I do in my life, all the food, the cooking, the fashion, the shooting and modeling that I do, and ultimately having a great time, all the fun, the nonprofit, the philanthropic side of things, and just my day-to-day. So this is just kind of encapsulating Jason, City Essentials, and like the essential things in life.
I love that. So how did you even get started? Because part of, or what I am doing right now is I'm working on being a digital entrepreneur and content creator. So entrepreneurship is huge. And for me, and I'm like constantly reading, picking people's brains, other entrepreneurs. What is kind of the best part of building this brand? And what are some of the struggles or things that people probably could relate to?
Yeah, I think the biggest struggle is like keeping up with the day to day, keeping it current, keeping it relative. I found like when I first launched City Essentials, I was like, oh, this is going to be just like the best thing. And, working through it, it's been the best, but it's also been like the most work I've ever done in my life. So it's, double-edged sword. And, like you said, the entrepreneurship side of things is very important these days, I feel like. And it's always been important to me, especially as, my lifestyle. I've never been a 9-to-5 and office kind of guy, but I'm sure I could do it.
I've done it for 15 years and it's not that great.
Okay. All right. Well, back to entrepreneurship.
Yeah. So I'm hoping to launch this episode on Monday, which is Valentine's Day, as I mentioned. So I feel an obligation to all my single pals to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
I'm in the hot seat.
Yep, this is a hot seat. You can plead the fifth if you want. I'm going to ask you, I'm basically pretending that this is a Valentine's Day date between you and I if I was single.
Like, where are the flowers?
Wait, for me, right? Not me for you.
Yeah,
okay. I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't get him flowers. Just kidding. Oh my gosh. See, this is why you're my favorite winter house, summer house guy on the show. I love most of the ladies, or like all of them pretty much, but the guys, I don't know. they could use a little work, but
season's still early.
Oh my gosh, it's so good to even talk to you because I mean, other than my husband, obviously, I have not met a single man who's just like a stand-up guy and has such great character. I mean, I hope that I'm not wrong, and I'm just gonna pretend, even if you are you looking for love?
Love will find me.
Oh,
Am
that's
I looking for love? Not at the moment. I'm looking to just better myself at the moment. You know, after relationship with Lindsay, I kind of just needed time for myself and just take a minute, you know, and just really work on me. You know, if you can't be your best self, you know, you can't expect anyone else to make you be your best self or turn you into your best self. So this is my time, and you know, I'll find love when it finds me.
Gosh, you are so good at this. So then, are you on any dating apps? I mean, you may not
You
be
know
looking for
what?
love, but
I've been approached by a few dating kind of apps, and I remember like 5 years ago when Bumble or like just for like came out, and I was like, let me see what this is about. And literally it took so much time out of my fucking day. Like I was like, I don't have time for any of this. And whatever happened to meeting them, you know, a homie at a bar and like being like, oh, let's go talk to those girls. Like that shit's dead. You know, I'm sorry, pardon my language, but like I miss the you know, the personal touch of things. So am I on any apps? Not yet. Will I be on apps? Maybe for Valentine's, just to see what it's like.
Oh, well, I was gonna ask you, what are you doing for Valentine's Day?
I'll be flying.
Oh my gosh. So all you singles out there, if you are flying today, hopefully when this launches, keep your eye out, because clearly you're looking for an organic relationship to happen. And
absolutely,
it doesn't sound like you're really like on the hunt.
I mean, that would be pretty skeezy.
Right? Yeah. Gosh, you're like, so amazing. Okay, one last thing before I let you go. Okay, this is really important. Okay, so excuse me. I wanted to ask you if you could give me some modeling tips because I have merch at my shop and I now have to like model it myself because I don't have a crew or anything. So can you give us like a couple, like, I know it's different for guys, but you know, basically
it's not different for anyone. I mean, photos are photos. All right, you know, let's go through those tutorials. So always have good lighting. I'm sure you have the ring, you have the whole like, you know. Okay, now next thing, are you shooting from high or from low? Do you want to look like you're empowering, or you shoot from below? If you want to look like strong, if you want to look like kind of smaller, kind of like shy and whatever, shoot from the top. You know, thins you out a little bit too. Like you go over the yep. Go to the side a little bit. Always look back. Okay. Yeah. Got the hand, you know, work the angles.
Oh yeah. What do you do with your
you
what
do
angles are we looking for? Not this angle.
If you do that, you're not gonna sell a fucking thing. Sorry.
Like what angles are we looking for here?
So I mean, actually that might work.
Okay.
You might get all the puppies, all the puppy love.
Okay, so angle, but like looking over. Okay, so lighting.
And, what's another good one? Oh, a natural way to get a smile is to close your eyes, think of something funny, laugh, open, and that's your photo face.
Really?
Yeah, like
now I
can't
even
watch. This is how it goes, like, right? That's the photo.
Oh my gosh! Wait! I need to do full screen. Can you do that one more time, please?
You think of something, close your eyes, look down.
That was so great. Perfect. Well, thank you so much. I mean, I feel so lucky. I got some tips from a professional. Get to hear.
I'm so happy to spend my Valentine's with, you know, someone that cares about me as much as I care about them. And this has been special. Thank you for having me.
Talking about me, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate you too.
And I wish all the best. I'm one of your biggest fans, so I'll be rooting for you.
And I'm one of yours. Okay. All right.
All right. Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
Right. Bye-bye.